my work is very small, but whatever God has chosen me for. Introducing myself again, there's a lullaby. Bhagwan Mahavir's mother Trishna sang to Mahavir that પિયર સાસર નંદન બેઉ પક્ષ મારે ઉજળાવે. એવું જ કંઈક મારા જીવનમાં પણ છે. My dad served as trustee of Jain Samaj in Vapi with more than 5,000 members. He was the chairman of Business Association, chairman of Senior Citizen Club, where his chair was permanently fixed. My father decided not to put me into English medium schools because he believed in the Gandhian principle. And he believed that if a child wants to be connected to the roots, rather she takes education into her own vernacular language. And that's why and I'm very happy that I'm being educated into the Gujarati medium school. He was a trustee of Jain Yuvak Mandal of Vapi, and they used to run a school. They do run a school, and that is the semi-private Gujarati secondary school. And I am a very, very proud student of that school, where my name is still on the board there. My school, my teachers, my principals, all were part of my upbringing, and today what I am. My father-in-law, late Manu Shah, you all know him. He was the chairman of Chingola Hindu Samaj, chairman of HAS, president of Rotary Club, and he was district governor as well. And he always encouraged me to use my talent. Both my parents taught me to give back to society and serve the community at large. As you are all knowing the Jain community there, Jain community believes just not in humanitarian service, but every living being counts. So service to living being is my motto. My brother was awarded Animal Welfare Award from the United Nations. So, as I am Dr. Swati Shah, wife of Kamlesh Shah of Top Saving, Shah Textile, Unity Garments, Unity Packages, Unity Distribution in Chingola, Chilila, Bombay, Andola, Lusaka, and malls in Solwezi and Kabwe. Completed my homeopathy 2.5 years at Surat being a topper. Doctor of Naturopathy. I was driven to yoga by Chidanand Saraswati Ji Swamiji and had my first proper experience of yoga in Rishikesh during the second International Yoga Festival. And me being a person, I never take anything straight away. I always design my own program, and that is how I teach people. Trained under Baba Ramdev Ji and became official teacher, and I kept training myself again and again in yoga through various platforms. Training of acupressure, Reiki, Kundalini Yoga, Sahaj Yoga, Vipassana, Art of Living, Pranic Healing, Color Therapy, Palmistry, face reading, and more. Trained as a Kathak and Bharatanatyam dancer, used knowledge in schools, colleges, and NHS Balvatika. I am talking about 30 years back when media was not available. So your mere talent was counted. And that is where I used all my talent very much. Self-taught in Hindustani classical music with help of various gurus, and I have learned almost 30 ragas. I am representative of Patanjali Yogbit Zambia, in fact, the whole Africa. Last year, chosen to be the coordinator of WYSF, the World Yogasana Sports Federation of African continent. With no experience at all, but just by my mere dedication to job given, I brought Angola, Botswana, Kenya, Ghana, Mozambique, Rwanda, Tanzania, Congo, Uganda, Zambia, South Africa, under WISF umbrella. Still working to bring other countries on board, and do help if you have any other contacts. Goal of WISF is to bring Yogasana, the gem of India, into the Olympics. When we talk about yoga, gave classes at NHS, Kanini Sports Club, at home, online, Cheshire Homes, Fivale Mission, Masonic Lodge, and now to school I visit. Many people consult me on various issues. I served in Andola Hindu Samaj for almost 25 years as an active member, gave my heart and soul, was a chairperson of Balvatika and Recreation. Same year, when I came to Zambia in 89, the last 2-day Bhajan Sammelan was in Andola, and Bhanumasi Naranji Kaka, the Liberty Biscuit, was the chair lady, and Ashok Bhai was the chairman, and she took me in. From that day, NHS became my home. Changed the way the Bal Vatika and Yuvak Mandal were functioning. Today, all those children I taught became donors in charity work, and my one phone call, and they are ready to serve. Not being Hindu myself, I first mastered Gita and taught to children Gujarati, Hindi, many more slokas, classical dance, tabla classes, yoga classes, Indian games, public speaking, writing, drama and script, and training on Ramayana and Mahabharata, equipped library with English version of our cultural and religious books. When you left the country, Gujarati was very prominently been taught in Balvatika. But when I came, the children were more the English type. They needed books which are more the English. So I made that effort to bring all the English Ramayana, Mahabharata, all the different characters of Hinduism into Zambia. Of course, with the help of NHS. Not just that. That time, children were given too much by their parents. If I ask them to donate something by the children, parents will come and just give money that, okay, you use the money. But I encourage children that they should do work themselves. They work hard and then give it to the society. That time, there were important restrictions. So the second-hand things also, if we want to sell, we could get a little more money. So I encourage them to get into selling the second-hand things. And that's how I got them. We used to sell it, open the doors of the main gate of NHS, and we will sell them. There is another place in Papia, the Antansi Community School. She became my partner, and we used to go there and do the resales. And that's how we used to make money. And those money raised, I encourage children again that whatever the money we raised, you give it to the education because you are students. And that's how we used to buy textbooks, exercise books, and all those we used to take it there. Another thing for culture, the India, we did was we went to one government schools, to Antansi community schools, and we created the art competition with the Yuvak Mandal of Andola, and with the topic Gandhi, and with the topic Indian culture. And that's how we did competition, and the children came to know. Right now, the media is there, the Z World is there. So wherever I go right now to donation, before I go, and normally I go with my Punjabi dresses, Indian dresses, saris, and with my tikka on my head, just to represent that I am Indian. I'm very proud Indian. And wherever I go, they just as soon as I enter, they say, so Z World. And they are so fascinated with the characters of the Z World. So this time it was easy, but that time to show them the Indian culture, it was difficult. And that's when I did that. And we even did competitions. And even if you know that when I came to Zambia in 89, I saw that the life the Indians were living here was more about 50s, 60s, and 70s of lifestyle. And the children who were going to school, they were going to a mixed race school where they have to live with the modern culture. So there was a clash of thoughts happening between parents and children. So I became a counselor. And today, sometimes I didn't even like that I was doing that job. But today, whenever I see the children who had problems and now they are in a happy and settled life, um, I believe that I have achieved a medal in that. As a family, we run two trusts. One is in India, that is HGGS, Public Charitable Trust, and a Shah Trust in Zambia. Shah Trust does its own charity, but also a backbone to my charitable work. I will name a few things, not everything, but a few things which Shah Trust does. A play park in Kabwe, built at cost of $15,000, given to Kabwe Society, which raises almost 20,000 kwacha per month. And that money goes to the hospice, which is run by Mr. Ranchod family. Re-electrified the blind school in Andola, supports Lions projects, supports Rotary projects, school fees of secondary students and higher education, ongoing feeding of 4 orphanages, being one in Lusaka, being one in Kabwe with almost 200 children, and in Nsobi. Teaching conservation in Lower Zambezi is also ongoing. Career training programs are also ongoing. Donation of salts to the cricket associations. Basically, almost more than $100,000 worth, worth of donation the Shah Trust does. But it's also a backbone to my all work I do. If I get donations from others, it is well and good. If I don't, I know that Shah Trust is behind me. So basically, Shah Trust, my husband, Unity Group of companies, and the staff. Right now, also, they are all sitting behind me and helping me. Various business houses of Indian origin, Greater Andola community, especially the ladies, my friends of Andola Hindu Samaj, and ladies from the Greater Andola community, and all others, plus my children, who I taught now living in first world countries. They are all the donors to my courses. People and school I go to, they normally ask me a question that who do I represent? I say I represent myself, or I am the person who just wants to help. But there are people who are helping me. Is Andola Hindu community is always behind me. Shah Trust always behind me. Patanjali Yoga Zambia, a banner which really helps. A WISA, Ajit Seva Trust, Butterfly Outreach on community, which we created for the sanitary towels donation. Sanitary towel project initiation, also another GoFund we created. And ladies and well-wishers across the globe. Few star events of my life. There are many, but just few I will notice because I don't want to keep this long thing. Successful webinar on high blood pressure and immunity with cardiologist from USA, MD homeopath from India, MD internal med from USA, and doctors of Ayurveda under Patanjali banner. We created a marathon, first kind of marathon in Andola, which is for the Surat Cancer Research Center. And it took so well that Chingola, Luansha, and even Andola, we had to do it twice. Obviously, Ashok Bhai was a key person. I will never say thank you enough to Ashok Bhai. He is really a backbone to everything I do. So we raised almost 240,000 rupees and we sent it to India. Created history of Yoga March on first Yoga Day under again chairmanship of Ashok Bhai Desai at NHS, and conducting yoga. It was my first experience to conduct yoga for almost 300 people and aired live on radio. Gave talk on charity of my work on South African platform. I have been myself and motivated other African countries to be part of the Global Yoga Day event at Joburg, conducting dance workshops at Simbasco, creating YouTube videos and pages of our religious or cultural songs or bhavnis and artists otherwise not found on Google platform. Doing and creating cultural shows with essence which never replicated. Children who did or did not like Yuvak or Shishu Mandal that time, they are sending messages of thank you from all over the world, and that is my medal. Pilgrimage to Mount Kailas, motivated others is the biggest asset God has given me. Gave talk on Hinduism to students because in Zambia there is a rule in government schools that they have to know about the other religion also. So they normally visit the mosque and Hindu temple. So again, not being a Hindu, I read all the literature possible to give talk, and they loved it so much. So whenever they leave the Hindu Samaj, they tell me that you should be the one next time when we come back. But I say that we all know that how NHS works. And NHS, I just tell them that if NHS decides me to be there, I will be there. And normally it has happened. It is just because the Corona time, right now we are not having the talk from last 2 to 3 years. One of my major charities I help with is Ajit Seva Trust, Rata Panjarapur. Let me play a video for that first.
अबोल जीवों के लिए अद्वितीय अबोल जीवों के लिए अद्वितीय अभयारण्य यानी श्री अजीत सेवा ट्रस्ट संचालित रातावाला जीव दया केंद्र करीबन 18 एकड़ में फैला यह परिसर देसी वृक्षों से आच्छादित और झीलों से सुशोभित अबोल जीवों के लिए स्वर्ग समान एक रिसोर्ट शब्द है। सन 1995 में यह संस्था की शुरुआत हुई थी। श्रीमान श्रेष्ठीवर्य श्री छोटालाल भाईचंद शाह रातावाला परिवार ने अपनी समग्र 6 एकड़ जगह जो राता स्थित थी वह अबोल जीवों के सेवा उन्होंने प्रदान कर दी। बाद में आसपास के लोगों के सहकार से अधिक जमीन जुटती गई। आज 17 एकड़ विशाल साम्राज्य यहाँ फैला हुआ है। अबोल भयंकर क्रूरता करके कत्लखाने ले जाया जाता है। तब वापी के जाबाज हिंसा निवारण के युवाओं उनके सामने ढाल बन के खड़े रह जाते हैं और अपना जान जोखिम में डाल के यह पशु को अभयदान देते हैं। और जो जीव अभयदान प्राप्त हुए हैं उनको यह संस्था में आश्रय दिया जाता है, उनको सेवा की जाती है और सभी प्रकार की सुविधा दी जाती है। यह संस्था में अनेक दानवीरों, अनेक जैन संघों और अनेक संगठनों ने अपना योगदान दिया है, जैसे कि श्री
So basically, it's a video I've edited, but normally from Zambia or all over the world, I encourage people. Hinduism says that cow is our mother. And in Hinduism, any good or bad functions, if you see our Maharajis doing the puja, there are 4 kinds of dan we give. And one of the dan is Gaudan. But what we do, instead of Gaudan directly giving it to Gau Mata, we are just buying a silver cow or just donating a silver cow to the Brahmins. I don't say no. But when our Gau Mata themselves are suffering, isn't it right that we directly donate it to them? From Angola and from Zambia and from America, from UK, I get a lot of donations, and either directly they are channeled there or either through me. I make sure that even a small penny can go there. There I built a playground. You will see in a picture with the Indian people in the background. And the one I wanted to build there because I thought that building a playground there, the children will come and children will bring the dadas and dadis to come and do the Gau Seva. And the time I built the playground in memory of my daughter and with the memory of Panna Ben Desai, if you know. So we both donated money and it became such a successful project. The memory was in my mind that I need to do something in Zambia. Then all of a sudden one day in my garden, I was doing something and someone who with the trucking company told me that if I want to use tire, the used tire, I can use it. The same time, I went for a donation to a school and I saw that how they were using the old used tires. So, and I have been to America for almost 20 years. I'm commuting and I've seen the play parks there, that how they use old tires. Here in Zambia, if you visit government schools, city schools are a little better, but as you just go little 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer outskirts, the children's conditions are pathetic. They don't have even classrooms. They don't even have desks to sit on. So if government has to help, they will help with that. Who are going to build the playground? But I saw how the playground can help. So I applied and I asked messages to everyone in the business houses that if you have old tires, you donate it to me. After the donation came, then I thought that only tires are not going to be good enough. Let me do something. So I designed the playground. This is the playground in India, which I built. But then in Zambia, I designed a playground and it was coming around the cost of 6,000 kwacha, 5,000 to 6,000 kwacha. So with the help of Sartrust, this is the role model playground was built, the model playground. And from there, we have already...
this is a beautiful play park. We can say it is done.
Oh, you are taking it into play. The children are jumping on the tires and makes me happy.
These things donated Sartrust community group of companies, children at this school to play. So you can see the children are finding it joyous with these facilities. Okay. So the children when the school is closed, the swings are locked. It's not nobody can play on this swing unless the children are so very beautiful. The children are enjoying it.
So you can see that the video has told you so much Even watching this video again, I get into tears because so sentimentally involved with this playground thing. You have seen the children who are not even having a proper uniform or not even having the proper shoes. They are broken shoes. It really puts me into tears. And what happens with this playground building, we have already done 4 and the one is still in the project, and then whenever the donation comes we can keep doing more and more. The one donation came from Canada and I've used it, but others are Sartrist. In playground, what happens is, as I said, that the school is more about building the classrooms and desks. So this playground, what has happened, these children who they are, because of Corona, they are running 2 sessions. So the morning session, the children who comes in the morning session, they remain behind just to play in the playground. And those who come in the afternoon session, they come early, 2 hours, 3 hours early, just to play in the playground. One thing you should understand, that those playgrounds where I built, they are the schools which are in rural areas, the outskirts of Andola. So there's a poverty is more, the food is not available, the clothes are not available. So obviously there's a harsh environment. So if the children goes home, obviously they are going to play with, or they are going to be in the company of negative things around them. So being a playground, building a playground, what has happened that now children are playing and they're spending their time at school. Another thing is, now those children, if you go to school, what happens is, if you ask the principals that how many students are there in your class, and they will in your school, and they will say, no, we have 1,500 children enrolled, we have 1,200 children enrolled. And when I go and visit those schools, normally I find maximum 500 or 600 children. So what has happened building this playground or doing my feeding program? Obviously, there are students are increasing in the grade 1, grade 2, because they are finding, because up till now, we go and donate to orphanages, we go and donate to old people home, but we never thought of donating it to government schools. But government schools are also as vulnerable as the orphanages. We are dumping every time. Whatever comes, let's go and do it orphanage. Yes, with a good heart. But what is happening? Orphanages are not telling that they have already received the same kind of stuff before and where it is going. Otherwise, in this government school, what is happening when we give them? They have never received it before. So just one incident I say, we first, someone, I don't have to say name because everyone said that I shouldn't put their name everywhere. So they gave lollipop and we sent it with the principal. The area, people in that area got so scared that, oh, maybe we have poisoned those lollipops, and that's why they are coming, because they've never seen that we can, so they can get something free like this in schools. So it has really, really created a good impact. And I'm being myself a government school child. I've experienced myself that whatever government does, it's not that the government doesn't do, they do it. But sometimes, just like politics, it doesn't reach to the core students who are supposed to receive them, or either it's not enough. So this playground project and the feeding program, and the second-hand clothes, I will come to that soon. So whenever you want to do a Govdan, remember the Ajit Seva Trust. I am here to guide you. We have done computer labs, almost 5 to 6 computer labs we have donated around Andola, and one of being where it was one of the Andola's first computer lab given to a school. Second one is into the commandos, where non-Zambian entries were not permitted, and I was given a special entry into the government school, which is inside the army base. So it is also something I say that I have achieved in my life. We refurbishing desks. Then when we went to visit the schools, we have seen that the desk there, they are in such a bad condition that they are just finished. Otherwise, they just don't have desks. You will see one of the picture where the children are sitting on the floor on the mats. So, I brought the desk to the schools with the help of Devendra Bhai Mistry and Charlene Mindran, and we donated to 3 different schools. We got the frames from them. Budubai is always there to help us with everything, but when I am working with the other people, I take their opinions as well. So we donated almost 50 desks to different schools. These are computers which were donated by Sahatas. Yes, these are the desk pictures. And the one place Devendra Bhai donated, and the other place is Pannaben, and one place is the Desai family from America donated, as I'm not supposed to say the name. So that is how the desks were given to the schools. Then the other program happened is my sanitary towel, the biggest project right now I am on. Sanitary towel I was using myself. Sorry, you are all my uncles and my adult, the buddy people here, but this is something I have to tell you very openly. That I was using it myself, and as I was having the yoga classes at home, one of the lady from NGO, she was learning yoga from me. So she was telling me that we were trying moon cups, we were trying the stitched pads, because if you buy a sanitary towel pad one time, where are you going to get money the next time? Because every time you have to keep money because it is disposable, you have to throw it. So we needed a solution where the money can be used in a better way. So see, I showed her that this is the towel I am using if she's interested in. And for me, I was using it for almost 10 years. So I know how practical they were. Because in Jainism, we also don't believe in throwing things. And that is how I was using them. So when I was using those towels, I showed it to her and she said she liked it. And she asked me if I can get it from India. So she gave me money and I transported that for her. And she loved it so much, the children loved it so much. So that time I thought that, yes, this is the good idea. Then I brought personally myself and I was giving wherever. So one of the school I donated, and the school said, no, please. Next day she said, called me and she said, please bring it out for us. And that is when it gave me initiative. And with the help of Charlene Mindran, we started, there's a video there. No, but there's a video in there saying. No. Yeah, there's a video. Oh no, that's supposed to be a video. Every time, okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so sorry, I can't play that video, but we urged to the society and to the people abroad. I sent messages to every child I knew through Yuak Mandal, Balvatika, and that. And you know Mr. Malik, Ibrahim Malik. His daughter is an Oxford graduate. She started a charity GoFund, and Yogini and Prithvi from Sakti Engineering and Powlet Farm, they started another GoFund project, and that is how we got the GoFund. Then other people in Zambia also, some donated 1,000 kwacha, some donated 3,000 kwacha, and this is how we. It took me almost 1 year because it was my first experience. I never learned how the export-import works, and then because of Corona, it took us 1 year almost to come to bring the sanitary towels, and then I started distributing. Wherever I distributed, almost 41 schools I visited. And visiting that school, what happens with these sanitary towels? these sanitary towels doesn't take stains. They remain with the children for almost 5 to 6 years. They dry up very quickly in the Zambian sun, and so it is very, very practical solution for the children. And also, because we found out the sanitary towels, pads they use is almost by the time if you count the amount at the 1 year they use is the same amount they can use next year. They save money and they can use next year for buying the school uniforms, buying the school shoes. So even they are saving the money also because they are all from the very, very vulnerable background. They can't even afford buying uniforms. They can't even afford buying shoes, school shoes. So that is what is happening with the sanitary towel. Doing the sanitary towel, as I said, yoga was my one of the passion, and I knew I want to help. Medical background was there. I knew I want to help, and I can make a difference into the life of children. So I started giving them the yoga training on yoga, which is of they can develop their mind, they can develop their brain. Even here, I see a lot of senior citizens here, and I can request that please do not stop practicing Brahmari because Brahmari pranayam is something which is going to stop your Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Or if not stop, it will stop the damage here where you are, and then it cannot take it further. So the training I'm giving them in yoga, even the sujok therapy, which makes them almost like a doctor themselves. Before any problem happens, they can small problems they can solve themselves because once you go outskirts, already the medical centers are very less here. So if they know little small treatment themselves, it can help them. So yoga, I teach them. So first I start with yoga. Then I teach them. And when I was doing the donations of sanitary towel, the teachers themselves and the NGOs around, they came to me that no, they need to be educated on how the menstrual hygiene works, what kind of touch the girl should get. And whenever I go and when I put those points, the teachers, they clap and they say, bang on, that you are really, really touching the right subject here. When I go to the school, first thing they ask that no, maybe you have come to convert the children, maybe you have come to teach the religion, but I just tell them with confidence that no, when I go from here, when I finish my talk, you want me to come back again here, and that's what happens. So up till now, the 41 schools I have visited, I have been very successful with that. My husband from Saha Trust, he always wanted to do food donation to the children and to the people, but because of some political issues or from other logistics, it was not working. And then what happened that when I was visiting the schools, I saw the children are walking even 7 kilometers, 8 kilometers far one way, and they have to return back, and they are hungry. They don't have food in their hands, so they are so tired. So the principals and headmasters, they told me that this is what is happening. So I asked my husband that why can't we do the food donations in the school only? Okay, we can limit, we cannot feed the whole school at one time because if we need to do every day. So then because schools has the least, school has everything, so it is easier to work through the school. So I asked them to prepare a list. Whatever I want, if I have for 50, I tell them that prepare the 50 children for the shoe donation, prepare the 100 children for the socks donation, like that, whatever, depending on what kind of donation I have, I tell them that prepare the children like that. So for the school, the feeding program, we do the 100 children, vulnerable children. Sometimes they use grade 1, grade 2s because that gives them initiative to come to school. So, and then also we thought first of buying Milli and giving them because that is more sustaining food. But then it again required a lot of logistics because we cannot go and cook everywhere. So we needed the help of PTA. Then PTA will ask that no, you have to put us on the salary base, and that is on practical, and then also we don't know whether it will help or not. So then one day I said, okay, let me just start with giving them buns. But what happened that into the interiors, the buns are also not available. So for them to eat buns is more a luxury. To drink a drink is more a luxury. So I found that, okay, I have hit the right spot. And I think that is easy for me also to carry the buns. So every child gets 2 buns, a drink. If Shah Trust, we donate, then we donate like cordial drinks. And if someone wants, sometimes Trade Kings have, so then through them we get the bottle ready to drink drinks, and then we give them. Sometimes the donors come and they tell me that, okay, give like this, I give like that. The project is becoming so famous now that from any corner and any kind of donation I receive, and they just ask me that, can you do this? And I said, okay. Doing my cordial drink, you can see a bottle of empty water bottle in my hand, and that project has taken over the town. And people from Lusaka also sending me empty bottles, because I also teach them that recycle. Don't just spoil your Mother Earth by throwing the empty bottles in that. At least use twice as fast. In fact, sometime when I told the children that they have to bring their own bottles, you see the condition they bring the bottle in, it make you cry, because the bottle is either dirty or either crumbled, and then they're still using it as even a small plastic which we throw off a knick-knack. It's a luxury for them. And so I collect everything, I don't let go anything, and this is how our donation works. So I do the feeding program. With that, one of the company here has given me almost 3,000 fair pairs of shoes. Some gives me stationery, some give, and the second-hand clothes, because again, just recently, we needed to, there's a near Sarenje into the Luangwa Valley area, there is a school where it's a big problem. So we came to know, so okay, we thought that let's buy the Salaula. We came to know 120 pairs of clothes is almost 2,000 kwacha. And this kind of clothes, our community is donating to me here and there. Almost every day I get the second-hand clothes. So now we understand the value of clothes we are getting. If there are just 150 kwacha, maybe up till now, I have already given donation of almost 50,000 kwacha worth of clothes. Then people's old books, libraries, because these schools where I go to, you can see the shoes on the screen. You can even see the football shoes. A child who cannot have even a school shoes, or football shoes to have for them it's a dream, and it has been fulfilled. At least in 6 schools we have given the football shoes, and it is a dream of those children. And one of the company of Endola, and I should say Anjuben is there. Anjuben, it is your challenge stationers. Through that we have received all the shoes, and these children are very happy with the shoes, and you can see the smile on their faces. Sometimes they go through doing a fashion show just in front of my eyes, and they are so happy having those shoes. I have said it all, but at the end, I feel so bad that I am saying I did. Really speaking, I cannot do anything if up there the Almighty doesn't give me the permission. Because I have tried so many times in the earlier times, but it is all of a sudden this whole package of donation has come in place, and I just say, "Hu karu, eja gnanata." And I just say, Almighty, thank you. Whoever, the whole Endola society, the whole Zambian community, all my staff, you, our listeners, everyone, I say thank you, that maybe you get enlightened, and maybe you will be able to, whenever you wish, you can send. Otherwise, up there, who has a decision to make, and let the Zambian children benefit. Thank you so much. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhagavani. Om. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Swati. It was a very eye-opening presentation, and you're doing some great work. I'll open it up for questions if anyone has. I'll just remove the spotlight and Nanjibai, you need to unmute.
Okay. Yeah, I request Swati, if they got the staff there, she has not introduced the helper if they are there. Hello? Can you hear me?
Unmute, Swati. You have to unmute.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, introduce your stuff. Okay. Hello,
My name is
everyone.
Murthy. Hello, sir. How are you?
This is Mr. Murthy, our chief accountant. This is Mr. Vinod. He does our computer designing at the packaging. And this is Mr. Jignesh. He handles our Unity packaging plant.
Your accountant. Hello. Do you remember
Yes,
me?
sir. Yes, sir. कैसे वाले?
Yeah. Okay. That's nice. Yeah, it is very nice of them to help. I mean, we need a hand to do all these things. So it
Yeah.
is good of them. Yes, congratulations to you too. Look for doing good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nanji Kaka, to give
Sound
me
great,
this
sir.
opportunity. Maybe it will open someone's eye towards Zambia. Thank you.
Congratulations, Swati.
Thank you, Masi. તમે જ મને લાવ્યા હતા સમાજમાં અને ત્યાંથી આજે હું ક્યાં પહોંચી છું.
I'm so proud, Swati.
Thank you.
You have taken everything so forward and helping so many people, you know. It's really
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I say something, Swati?
Yes, sure.
Swati Ben, I am Champa Ben from Andola. We lived there quite a long time. But I know your father-in-law, Manu Bhai, and what's her mother-in-law? Mother-in-law,
Shobna Ben, yes.
Swati Ben.
Ah,
Tobna, yeah. I
Ah,
still
Shobna.
know her and remember them all. And she had 2 sons.
3
But
sons.
we left Zambia in 1977. So I didn't get to see everybody then. But somehow I got a phone number of your mother-in-law. But I haven't called her yet.
Yeah, she's in USA only in Philadelphia. You can always call her. Daddy has left us and
Yeah.
he has left a big void in
Give
our
her
life.
my regards and tell her that Champa Ben was remembering you very much. And good luck with all your lovely, wonderful job you're doing.
Thank
And
you.
I'm sure everybody are impressed what you can do for that country. It's not only for Zambia, but all over there. So
Thank
I
you.
am also very proud of you.
Thank you.
And congratulations to you.
Thank you. Anything,
Thank you.
anyone wants to help or donate, you can contact me through WhatsApp because I am
Yeah.
in the. You can always.
Thank you,
Thank
Swati.
Yes.
It's upper desire of my Almighty.
Congratulations, Swati.
Thank you, Masi. તમારા આશીર્વાદથી જ ચાલે છે.
Goodness.
Very well done.
કેમ છો ચંપાબેન? Hello.
હા બેન, જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ. નાનજીભાઈ તમને ક્યારની જોઉં પણ બોલતી નથી કે ખબર નહીં મને ઓળખી કે નહીં, એવું બધું થયું.
તમને કેમ ભૂલી જવાય?
મારાથી તો તમે બોલાતા જ નથી. હા. Thank you.
You're welcome.
ઠીક છે, કાળજીથી રહેજો બધા.
Yeah,
આપણે
right.
હવે એવી ઉંમરમાં આવ્યા છે, બધાએ પોતપોતાનું ધ્યાન રાખવાનું છે.
Yeah.
જયા કોઈ તમારા બહુ સમાચાર કહેતા હોય ભાનુબેન.
પ્રાણાયામ બધા ચાલુ
Ah.
કરો પ્રાણાયામ. Pranayam will help everyone. Yes.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
every day 45